Bitcoin blast through 123,000 this Monday morning, and guess what? It's taking the alts like XRP with it. We'll talk price action. Got a big announcement, a juicy IPO, someone you've all heard of and someone you might be interested. We're also going to talk about...
I say lots of naughty things, so here's your warning.
There we go. I changed my background to green to match the juicy action up on the screen. Look at XRP getting ready to breach that $3 mark while BTC touched all-time highs yet again. And Crypto Week is just starting. Now, before we get into the crypto news, you know the deal. Your comments come first. Why? Because you, the viewer, yes, you matter most. Eric Lester says 13-cent H-bar was a good buy. Keep the uppercase P pump going. This is the best crypto show on YouTube. That's right, jabronis. It's capital P time, isn't it? No more of this lowercase p crap. M. Holloway, channel member. Thank you to all the channel members out there for your support. Drop in support says thank you. Thank you very much, and you're very welcome. I'm glad to be bringing the news. Colin Moore says, choo-choo, the train is leaving the station. I've got the sign behind me. And Ken Leichner says, Klaus, there was no Ronies in this video. You need to double up on the next one. All pumperoni, no dumperoni. Well, can you, jabroni? You got it, because we're definitely pumperoning. Bitcoin's sitting at 121,838. Wow, does that say wild to say? ETH 3,052. ETH finally broke 3. XRP getting right to that $3 mark. Sweet, deep in the green as well, but let's get into it. Bitcoin surges past $123,000 as Crypto Week starts. I told you over the weekend that Monday was going to be super juicy. Why? Because traditional finance for some reason takes the weekend off, and then on Monday mornings they start trading and roaring, baby, and look what we got. BTC touching an all-time high of 123,218, everyone. This is massive. Zoom out a little bit here and check this out. You're talking about 3-ish weeks ago being at sub 100,000 BTC. Now homegirl is roaring, taking what? One of our favorites, XRP, with it. Don't worry, everyone. We'll talk XRP price because, as you can see, we're getting ready to breach and hold that $3 mark. We did while I was sleeping, but let's see if she can hold it. But first, yes, Strategy purchased more. Gave you the warning yesterday with Sailor's tweet. He said sometimes you just don't have to hodl. Strategy's $500 million BTC splurge pushes their holdings past 600K. Of course they were gonna buy BTC. They only buy the tips and not the dips. Come on, it's MicroStrategy. Strategy's latest Bitcoin haul didn't come from profits. It came from stock sales. That's right. 17.78 billion left in master shares is still available. Ooh, baby. According to a Form 8K filed with the SEC on July 14th, hey, that's today. You hit that subscribe button, notification bell if you haven't, because this is breaking news, baby. Strategy acquired another 4,225 BTC between July 7th and July 13th at an average price of 111,000 per coin. Well done. They are just gobbling that shit on up. Now, I wanted to highlight this. Why? Because a lot more players are going to be doing this. They're going to be seeing these all-time highs, and they're going to be like, yo, we want in on this action. So the FOMO is going to come in waves, and guess what? The alts like XRP are going to benefit. Now, I told you about a juicy IPO. Grayscale. Yo, you heard me correctly this Monday morning. I told you I got juicy big news for you. You think I was just teasing you with the tip? Well, I mean, I did in the intro. That's what I'm supposed to do as a journalist. But now listen to this. Grayscale may pursue IPO following a confidential SEC filing. Yeah, that's right. They saw what happened with Circle, and now Grayscale wants to get into it. Let me know right now. Would you get into a Grayscale IPO? I'm thinking that might be one I'm super interested in. I did not get the Circle IPO, so I still got some money left over. So yeah, Grayscale one sounds pretty juicy. This confidential submission leverages the recent SEC reforms that allows non-U.S. issuers to refine their IPO strategies away from public scrutiny. Grayscale Investments confidentially drafted an IPO with the SEC, representing a significant milestone in the company's evolution. The confidential filing underscores Grayscale's intent to transition from a crypto trust manager to a publicly listed company. So, we saw how the market reacted to stablecoins with Circle. How do you think the market's going to react with Grayscale? Because remember, Grayscale is full-on crypto. They love alts. They love BTC. They love everything. They love converting their trusts into ETFs. Think the market would pump this Grayscale one as big as the Circa one? Honestly, I'm filling out for this one. For real. If it's available, my platforms, I am filling out for this one. Grayscale's IPO comes at a time when regulatory frameworks are becoming more defined. That's right, we've got Crypto Week starting, what, everyone? Oh yeah, baby, starting this week. And they're going to be doing the hearings starting tomorrow. Love it. Senate and the House, by the way. So, Grayscale IPO. Overall, the crypto market, absolutely on fire. Up 100% yesterday from 218 billion in volume in the last 24 hours. Altcoin season index, 32 out of 100, which means, yo, BTC is pumping, touching all-time highs, and the alts now are moving right along with it. Crypto market cap, we are approaching 4 billion, everyone. Yes, you heard what I said. We are approaching the 4 billion mark right now with crypto. Let's swing it on over to XRP specifically, where we're up 72% in volume to $11.8 billion. We're at $3.02 right now, XRP fans. And yo, you know the community wakens up at 250. Yo, everyone is going to be on freaking fire today with $3 XRP. Let's go to those candlesticks because there's a big moment we have to capture. And that's that this big moment, this bust right here, through the $3 mark, okay? The high so far today has been 303.50. I'm sure more is to come. Look, we breached the resistance that we felt on the March 2nd pump with the announcement of Trump with XRP, Sol, and ADA as a strategic reserve. So now, since we broke through that, we start going back to what? All-time high freaking level, like what we saw late January, early February. That's how big of a move past $3. That is it. This is how big of a move it is going past $3. Now let's go, and I got the 15-minute candlestick right here, and you can see over the last about hour and a half, we've been pushing that $3 mark, and in fact, the big candlestick we just printed now had us at a high of 303.50. XRP looks very solid right now because, like I said, we've broken through major resistance here. The volume is heating up, and this is what we've all been waiting for. We've breached the $3 mark. Huge psychological barrier out there for the market. And now this is just the start of Crypto Week. You've got Grayscale filing, you've got Bigs buying more, and you've got the alts like XRP, Sweet, and others. XLM, shout out for the XLM fans out there. I'm still not a big fan of it. Has to do with Denell Dixon not using funds correctly, just throwing it out there. But the alts are roaring as well. And this move right now is happening, and it's happening with a bunch of volume behind it. Juicy strength. We got Crypto Week this week, everyone. We're going to have even more action. Are we going to be looking at XRP at the $3.25 mark? Look at this, zooming out. Sub $2 XRP just 3 weeks ago. And now we're talking XRP north of $3. And there we go. I greened up the background a little bit more for you to match the juice-a-roni that's up on the screen. This is awesome. I get it. We've started officially Crypto Week, but the reality is most of these players at the time of recording are sleeping. My West Coast peeps are sleeping. Most of traditional finance is sleeping, and yet XRP and some of our favorites are roaring. BTC seems to have no stop right now, which means what, everyone? The alts can benefit because as BTC pumps, it takes the alts right up on there with it. Now, if only those White Sox were doing as hot as BTC, I'd have something to celebrate. I know. Just throwing it out there. Sox fan through and through. But this week is a big one. House, Senate, CPI data, a bunch of juicy things happening right now that could be very pro-crypto, that could take this from a capital P to a capital P with exclamation points at the end. Pumperonis, yudjabronis. Why? Choo-choo biz nachos.